Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation, More Ways to Analyze Data. Now, in doing this research, I found some useful information from a paper written by Lewis et al. And from this, I understand that data analysis can provide a snapshot of what students know, what they should know, and what can be done to meet their academic needs. I also understand that with data analysis, or rather with appropriate data analysis and interpretation of data, educators can make informed decisions that positively affect student outcomes. I also understand that data use support includes helping teachers use assessment results and student work samples to identify and address learning difficulties and academic needs. Now, in terms of making data-driven educational decision making, uh, this is defined as educational decision making by which educators examine assessment data to identify student strengths and deficiencies and apply those findings to their practice. Now, this process of critically examining curriculum and instructional practices relative to students' actual performance on standardized tests and other assessments yield data that help teachers make more accurately and informed instructional decisions. Now, how does this look in terms of the classroom level assessment data for making decisions? Now, within the classroom, teachers may conduct local assessments, including summative assessments, which are things like classroom tests and quizzes, performance-based assessments, and portfolios. And they can also conduct formative assessment in terms of homework, teacher observations, student responses, and reflections. And these, are all legitimate and valuable sources of student data for making decisions. Now, at the state level, or how can teachers use state level assessment data for making decisions? And just a quick overview for example, in 2019, the New York State Math Assessment can be used to understand academic proficiencies and learning trends. And when I analyzed the data, of the 3,531 students who did the test overall, in terms of proficiencies, at the level 1, 68% of the students were proficient. At level 2, 17%, and you'll see the trends as reflected in the numbers that I have on this section of the PowerPoint. And then I was also able to look at this data in terms of gender, so how male students perform, and also how female students perform. And there were also other ways of looking at this data. Could look at it demographically in terms of race, could look at it demographically in terms of socioeconomic statuses and geographic location where the students lived, and so on and so forth. Now, understanding these trends can assist teachers, school administrators, and state level officials to make better decisions concerning allocation of resources, program implementation, and evidence-based classroom level instruction. And thank you for viewing my presentation.